You ever wish learning English felt more like real life and less like homework? Well, here's the deal, it can. Through stories, you pick up the way people really speak. You don't just memorize, you feel the language. So if you're into learning through fun, awkward, sometimes totally random situations, hit that subscribe, leave a like, and join the ride. Today's story? Let's just say he didn't speak much English, and he was about to learn fast. He stepped into the hostel room with his backpack hanging off one shoulder. His shirt was sticking to his back from the walk, and his shoes made that tired thump sound every time he took a step on the wooden floor. Room 208, shared dorm. 3 beds. 2 people already there. 2 strangers. Both of them looked up when he came in. One had short blonde hair and was sitting cross-legged on his bed, typing something on a laptop. The other was tall, with a book in his hand, leaning against the wall. They smiled. "Hey man," one of them said. He froze. He smiled back, but said nothing. Not because he didn't want to, he just didn't know what to say. He wasn't from an English-speaking country. He'd learned English in school, but only the basics: colors, numbers, some animals. "My name is..." Stuff. But this was real life. Real people. Real speed. Real everything. "Where you from?" the tall guy asked. He opened his mouth and closed it again. He knew the words. He had practiced them in class. But now, his heart was racing. His brain was too busy shouting, "Don't mess up! Don't mess up!" He took a deep breath. From Iran," he finally said. "Nice," the guy nodded. "Welcome." He smiled. "Okay, that went better than expected." He walked to the empty bed, dropped his bag, and tried to act normal. But inside, his head was spinning. What if they asked more questions? What if they tried to joke? What if they asked what he was doing tomorrow? He didn't know how to answer any of that. That night, they ordered pizza together. The guy with the laptop asked, "You want pepperoni or veggie?" He froze again. He knew pizza. He knew vegetable. But pepperoni? What was that? He nodded slowly. "Yes." The guy laughed. "Cool. We'll get half and half." He had no idea what that meant. Later, when the pizza arrived, he figured it out. Half the pizza had meat. The other half had vegetables. He ate quietly, trying to listen. The other 2 were talking fast, laughing, telling stories. He couldn't join. Not really. But he watched. He listened. And little by little, he picked up words. That night, while brushing his teeth in the bathroom, he looked in the mirror and whispered to himself, "I am from Iran." Then, "Where are you from?" Then, "Do you want pizza?" He repeated them over and over. It felt silly, but also kind of cool. Like unlocking secret powers. The next morning, he woke up early. The guy with the laptop was still half asleep, his hair sticking up in 10 directions. He tried again. "Good morning," he said. The guy looked up and smiled. "Morning." He smiled too, step by step. Later that day, they all went out to explore the city together. He didn't talk much, not yet. But he walked with them, listened carefully, and even laughed a couple of times when he understood part of a joke. By the end of the week, he could say full sentences. Simple ones, but real ones. "Let's go get coffee. That street is beautiful. This place is cool." He wrote new words in his notebook every night. He even made flashcards. But the best part? He was using the words, not just memorizing them. The 2 roommates noticed. "You're improving, man," one of them said. He smiled, and for the first time replied without thinking, "Thanks. I try every day." So, did you feel that? That slow, real progress? That's what learning English through story can do. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up, trying, and letting life teach you. If you've ever felt too nervous to speak, you're not alone. But guess what? Every sentence you understand is one step closer. Did you like this one? Drop a comment if you've ever been in a situation where you couldn't find the words, and let us know how you handled it. And hey, new stories drop daily, full of real-life mess-ups, lessons, and those moments that turn into memories. Hit subscribe and we'll see you in the next one.